New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. We invite you to join our prayer broadcast every day at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Send us your prayer requests or schedule a private prayer session by emailing prayer@ntmedia.org. And now, it's time to pray together.
Hello, folks. Welcome to Morning Prayer Time for Thursday, November 14th, 2024. My name is Muro. My pronouns are he and him. I am a prayer practitioner here on the New Thought Media Network, and I am delighted and honored, as always, to be able to spend time with you in prayer. So if there is anything that you would like prayer for today, whether it's something that you're celebrating or something that is troubling you, something that's holding you back, something that's limiting you, whatever it might be, know that you can put something into the comments and I'd be more than happy to hold your intention. Or you can send us a prayer request here at prayer@ntmedia.org. Always willing to hold your intention. I was reading The Four Pivots the other day, a book I've gone back to again and again. Four Pivots is by Sean Ginwright, Dr. Sean Ginwright. Subtitle is Reimagining Justice, Reimagining Ourselves. And I found in the chapter or the section of the book about going from problem to possibility. Right. This is what I found. He wrote, I think it was Dr. Cornel West, who said that there is no affirmation through negation. Okay? No affirmation through negation. And when I thought about that, and I looked at this list of terms that he has here, all right, I thought about what's going on in the world. I thought about what's going on in our country. I thought about what goes on inside of myself. And I realized that when I am focused on this left column, I am in negation, resisting, defending, disrupting, etc. Actually, if any of you do not have the option of actually seeing what's on my screen, let me read this to you. So on the negation side, resist, defend, disrupt, demand, fight, struggle, confront, destroy, deconstruct. I've used all of these words at one time or another. And what Dr. Ginwright is suggesting is that doing it this way, while we are certainly struggling to find a way that we can be good spiritual activists, he said, we might be making things more difficult than we intend. We might actually be working more on the problem and less on the solution. So he suggests what you see in the right-hand column. Reimagine, dream, discover, create, design, play, invent, visualize, build. These are affirmative. So I'll suggest that you consider what's going on in your life. Consider what's going on within the things that you have control over and the things that you want to affect change with. All right. And see where you have been using that left-hand column and where you can be using that right-hand column. And let's go into the prayer with this. Okay, so I'll invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze, whichever is safe and comfortable for you to do. Just allow yourself not only to be fully present, but allow yourself to recognize self-compassion. It is so important when we are looking to affect change in our lives, that we do so in a way that is uplifting, not punishing. There is nothing on the spiritual path that is punishing. So, close our eyes or soften our gaze, whichever is comfortable and safe to do. And we allow ourselves to be fully present to this moment. And I envision myself sitting within this incredible golden orb, a place of peace, a place of harmony, a place of comfort, a place that cannot be touched by anything outside of my divine self. And I recognize that this orb that I'm visualizing is just that. It's a visualization. It's not a real thing. Because it would imply that I am closed in some way, or that I am closing things out in some way, and that is not at all the truth. What it is an expansion from within, an expansion of all the goodness that is within, all of that wonderful quality and capability that comes from being the beloved of the beloved. And so recognizing that that is within me, that means I have the opportunity to work with it and to bring it out into my life, to bring it out into the world. And so as I go through my day today, I look at the words I use. I look at the thoughts that come up in my mind. I look at the judgments that I make. And I recognize that there is a very big difference between my being discerning and my being judging. Discernment is an important part of life. Judgment, perhaps not at all. We judge. I judge constantly. I judge things as being good or bad, as being helpful or unhelpful. And so I need to ensure that I am using discernment, not judgment. I need to ensure that I am working towards something, not trying to run from something. When you have surgery, the surgeon doesn't come in and say, okay, so let's spend the next 6 weeks talking about the injury that you had. No, what we do is we talk about recovery. We talk about how to strengthen the area. We talk about what's necessary to bring it to a place of comfort, to a place of capacity. And the same thing is true in my spiritual life, in my emotional life. Being able to focus on what it is that I want. Being able to focus on what it is that I know is of benefit, as opposed to trying to stave off what I do not want can make all the difference in the world. If I am thirsty, I'm not going to sit there and complain about how thirsty I am. I'm going to get a drink. I have to be very clear as I go through my day to watch for these opportunities, because that's what they are. They are opportunities for me to live my life more fully. It's not that this is an obligation. It's not that this is a task or a test. It's not that I'm going to be graded. It's not that I'm going to be judged as being good or bad, as failing or succeeding. No, none of that. This is about being able to live life as fully as possible. This is about being able to bring about a greater experience in life. And so when I focus on things like building, when I focus on things like creating, discovering, reimagining, and dreaming, I am allowing myself to open to possibilities. And I open not only to the possibilities of what I can do, but I open to the possibilities of what we can do. And that we is indeed all of us. There is going to be no solution that only serves some people. That's not going to be a solution. And so we look, we investigate, we explore, we create. We find ways to bridge gaps. We find ways to understand. We find ways to open our hearts and our minds. We put aside phrases like, I need to be surrounded with like-minded people, because that brings us to us and them again. I want to surround myself with the beloveds of the beloved. That is everyone. I want to be able to understand. I want to be able to be free. I want to be open. I want to be loving and compassionate. These are my choices. This is my way of being affirmative. This is my way of fulfilling my purpose. And I believe that this is how each and every one of us can fulfill our unique purpose. And so knowing that the word that I have spoken has gone into the law, and it's the law which always says yes, I release this word. Release it in thanksgiving, knowing that I have this opportunity. And how glorious that is. And so it is. Folks, do what you can today to find ways to be in that affirmative aspect of life. It's going to give you so much. Good morning, Annie. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Garrett. So good to see you. Hey, without a doubt, know that you are loved. Yes. And you are loved. I'll see you soon. Namaste.
On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network. Come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings.